Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to lecture part number 14 of HTML tutorial series. And in this lecture, we will study about HTML marquees, that how you would scroll any type of text or any type of image inside your website, inside your web page. And HTML marquee is a scrolling piece of text that is displayed either horizontally or vertically across your web page depending upon the settings. And in order to scroll the piece of text, HTML has created the marquees tag, and marquee tag may not be supported by various browsers, so it's not recommended. In that case, you can go for JavaScript or CSS to create such effects. But for this lecture, I'm going to tell you that what are HTML marquee tags are used for, and we will see the general example for this purpose. And I would explain it along with the settings of width and direction attribute. And I'm going to open my text editor file new in brackets, and I'm going to save it as marquee and place and I'm going to place it on my desktop. And here I'm having my HTML tag. Oh sorry, it must be saved with the name of file. Save as, you must, okay, save it with the name of along with the extension marquee.html on desktop. Save. Okay, here I am having my HTML tag starting and ending, and inside the HTML tag I would have the body tag, and inside body tag I would have my marquee tag, and inside marquee tag I would have my text that I want to show. This is my first marquee. Okay, so this would scroll on my web page. Control S, marquee.html, M for marquee. Okay, I'm going to see what happens inside my browser with the help of Google Chrome. Yes, I'm seeing my marquee tag. This is my first marquee in this way. It's this tag. Due to this tag, my text is scrolling. This is my first marquee. Okay, it is scrolling from right to left, right? So I would set some properties for the marquee tag so that it would get more, like in that way you want to show it on the page according to the requirement. I would use the direction attribute for this, and direction attribute would have the value of right over here, and this would show it as reload. Now I am having my marquee tag text from moving from left to right. Okay, so with the help of the direction right, I would get my marquee tag moving towards right. Okay, if I would use left, then my marquee tag text would be moving from right to left, mean towards left. Control S, it would be moving towards left in this way, from right to left. Okay, so in this way you would use the direction attribute, and direction attribute would also have other values such as up, down, left or right we have seen. And other attributes for marquee tag would be width, height, behavior, that would show the behavior like scroll, slide, alternate. Then it would also have the bg color, then it would have scroll amount that would specify the speed of the marquee text, that in which amount of speed you want to show the text of your tag moving. So I'm going to use over here the direction up. See what happens with using the direction up. Control S, reload. Yes, it's moving up like this, from down to up in the upward direction. In that direction it would be moving. Okay, so in this way you would set this property for the marquee tag. Then you would have the width for the marquee tag. You would use the width as width equals 50%, like this. Control S, you would see the width of that text only, that how much width it's occupying on your web page. Reload. It is occupying the space of 50% of your web page. And if I would use another marquee tag, that would be after that 15%, 50% of this tag, we would try it over here. I'm going to copy it again, copy and paste. Control S. This is my second marquee tag. See what happens inside our browser. Yes, it's showing the marquee tag after the first marquee, and it is occupying the space of 50%, the width of 50%. Okay, so in this way we will use the marquee tag, and we would try other properties as well. BG color. Suppose BG color, I want to use the BG color of marquee tag BG color as equals pink. Control X, control S. Hex values can also be used. You can search for these values as well. Background color for the second marquee tag gets pink. So in this way you would get the color of the marquee tag. You can try these properties as well. What if I want to use the scroll amount? This can have a value like 10 or etc. So I would use the property of scroll amount, so it would scroll my marquee tag value from its default to that defined value. If its default value is this, it would take 10 units for example, or 5 units for example, or whatever units I use to show its speed. It would move with that speed from its default speed. Okay, so I'm going to use here the scroll amount equals, suppose 5. Control S. It would get a bit speedy. Yes, it's showing like this, right? So in this way you can use the scroll amount attribute for the marquee tag. Then you can have height, for example. This specifies the height of the marquee tag. The value would be 10%, 20%, or so on. Like width, I would have height of this tag as, suppose height equals, it would be like 20%. Control S. Yes, my second marquee height has increased. It is like 20%. So this is now for today's lecture. So you can try these properties and practice these properties on your own. Thanks for watching today's lecture, and kindly subscribe the channel. Allah Hafiz.